Hi YouTube. I just wanted to put together a quick video. I want to talk about silver and price perception. Okay. Before we do though, I tried to convey a point last night and I'm not sure how effective I was. There's a bit of a disconnect right now because I know that what I'm feeling about this price move and what some of you are feeling about this price move are two different things. And I know there's a lot of variables at play. Where I am in my silver stacking versus where some of you are. And I know that I would feel a lot differently, if I were in your shoes, right? If I were basically retired right now and trying to live off my silver stack, this would be disastrous. Okay, and I understand that. For those of you who were looking at this as an investment to hopefully flip quickly, this is a disaster. And I feel for those of you too. This is a long-term journey for me. It has been a huge net positive in my life. Having my eyes open financially, having my financial house in order, and yes, YouTube. This whole silver stacking community thing has been a huge net positive for me. So I don't regret a single thing. But I'm sensitive to the fact that some of you do. Okay? That's why I'm not just pounding the table here saying you need to buy here, because I don't do that. You guys know what I'm doing. I've laid it all out. I can't be any clearer about it. A price dip is not going to shake me out. It's only going to make me more aggressive trying to find more ways to buy. Because really these prices are insane. I find that since I've been making videos, I've seen so many people say, I wish I could have bought cheaper silver. If I had an ounce of silver for every time I read that, my stack would be complete. Okay, I mean that's how much I've heard it. You know, the time machine posts and everything else. So now I understand that what some of you were actually saying there is, I wish I bought my first ounce when it was cheap and bought all the way up. Because cheaper silver is now here. You've heard all the cliches. Buy when there's blood in the streets. Buy low, sell high. Buy fear, sell greed. You've heard them all. Yet it's so hard to do, isn't it? It's so hard to fight through that emotion. That carnal instinct that says run, and you go the other way. You know, the firefighters that run into the building while everybody else is running out. It's so hard to do. But this is when this is when you do it. Fast forward 2 or 3 years. For those of you who plan on being here for a while, and I know a lot of you won't, if you just go back 3 years on YouTube and start looking at some older videos, you'll see a ton of people that no longer post. They get tired of it. Whatever the reason is, they're gone. Okay, I hope that's not me. I hope to continue doing this. But imagine 3 years from now. Imagine how much you'll be able to amass at these price levels. And imagine a higher silver price. You can almost see people coming to your channels like with their eyes bugging out of their heads going, they can't believe how much silver you have. And they wish they bought when silver was 19. And how did you do it? How did you know? It's all right here. You know, yeah, there's a lot of spiking the football going on right now, which is funny because I feel like they just brought the opening kickoff in for a touchdown, and they're acting like they just won the Super Bowl. Guys, this is just the very beginning of this. I'm not going to be shaken out. Volatility means strong moves up and down, and yet the moves down suck. No doubt about it. But it really hasn't changed a thing for me. So let's talk about price perception. And I'll be really quick because I'm already 4 minutes in. You know, Darth Silver and Mass brought up a good point about silver being on sale. You know, you go to the store and your steak's on sale or your beer's on sale. Or think about it like this. You have an idea in your mind of what a good costs. You know, if a pair of jeans you're not used to paying 40 bucks for, and you go to JCPenney's and for some reason that weekend they're having a 30% off sale, you're feeling pretty good. That's a pretty good feeling. You just saved yourself some money or you got more jeans. Basically, there's a whole generation of silver stacker that has it wired into our heads now that an ounce of silver is 35 bucks. So when the price moves down like this, it feels like a bargain. Does this look like a $20 thing to you? Seriously, think about how much everything costs today. And I know I'm cheating a little bit because I'm using a premium bar, but everything else is put away. So bear with me. Pretend this is an eagle. Use your imagination, for God's sakes. Does this look like a $20 item to you? Seriously? Think about how little you can buy with 20 bucks today. Does this look like a $20 item to you? Tinfoil Hat Girl said that we're investing backwards, whereas 20, 30 years ago, silver stackers invested forwards. What she meant was that somebody that's been in a long time, since the 70s and 80s and even 90s, they were buying up. Okay, we're buying down. So what does that do for price perception? If you're looking at a stock, it's just a number. There's really no price perception there. They do stock splits. They do reverse stock splits. There's a lot of things that play there. So it's just a number that you're trading. But with a hard good, with a real tangible item, it kind of gets hardwired into your brain what it should cost. Okay, who doesn't think of a gallon of gas now around $3.50 a gallon? $3.75 a gallon. I don't think in terms of $1.50 gas anymore. Those days are long gone. That ship has sailed. I used to, I remember when I'd get out of work, when I worked third shift, I would pick up some filet mignon for $6.99 a pound. Yeah, I'm old. $6.99 a pound. I could have a nice steak dinner for $7. Oh, well, back then, you made so much less money. No, I didn't. That's the kicker. Incomes have been stagnant, but the price of everything has gone up. That's the kicker. So yeah, I'd get out of work after working third shift and grill myself up a nice fillet for $7. That cut of meat now costs $17.99 a pound. It's hardwired in my brain now that that's what those steaks cost, and it's not going back. Houses. How many times have, through this housing crisis, you kind of get used to seeing things as, a $300,000 house was a $300,000 house. So when it went down to $170,000, it just felt like a screaming bargain. Same thing with silver. Okay, the point I'm trying to make here is a lot of the old timers that were buying in the 70s and 80s, as silver was moving up, they were cringing a little bit. I used to buy a tube of Eagles for 125 bucks, and now I have to pay $700, and it kind of hurt a little bit. It's kind of hard to pull out your wallet and hold your nose and pay that kind of price. Meanwhile, we have a whole generation of stackers who see this as a $35 an ounce item. And we're used to seeing add to cart $700 for a roll of Eagles. Well, guess what, guys? I just for the sake of this video, I went to Provident Metals this morning. And I added a roll of Eagles to my cart. $468. That's not even enough to trigger the credit card bonus that I've been talking to you guys about. $468 for a roll of silver Eagles. So what this tells me is that we have a whole generation of people that, as long as silver stays at these price levels, is going to see it as nothing but a screaming bargain. I think that's bullish for the future of investment demand, for physical investment demand. I really do. And as the miners now struggle, because the good old days of pulling out silver and selling it for $40, $35 an ounce are gone for now. This can only mean a good thing going forward. So yeah, $19, $20 silver. I'm going to be buying everything I can.